The night was stormy when my life unraveled, the rain pelting against the windows like shards of broken promises. Thunder rumbled through the empty corridors of my home, a cruel echo to the tempest brewing within the walls of what I thought was a sanctuary. As I sifted through the attic, seeking an old family photo album, I stumbled upon a secret that would haunt my nightmares. Hidden beneath the dusty floorboards lay a compartment, a clandestine cache of documents, passports, and gadgets that wove a tale I dared not believe. My wife, Emily, was a spy. My heart thundered in my chest as I pieced together the fragments of her covert life. Photos of Emily in far-flung locales, cryptic messages, and weapons hidden in plain sight painted a picture of a woman I never truly knew. Determined to confront her, I faced Emily in the dimly lit living room that evening, armed with the damning evidence. Her eyes, once warm and familiar, now betrayed a chilling glint of secrecy. She did not deny it. Instead, she spoke in enigmatic phrases, revealing a shadowed side of her that left me breathless. As the truth unfolded, I realized with a sickening certainty that she had orders to eliminate me to safeguard her precarious cover. Panic clawed at my throat, and I pleaded for my life. Emily, torn between duty and love, hesitated for a heartbeat. Her eyes, windows to a world I could never comprehend, flickered with a hint of sorrow. In that moment of indecision, a flash of lightning revealed a cold determination etched on her face. Without warning, she lunged at me, a lethal dance of grace and purpose. The knife in her hand gleamed with deadly intent. A desperate struggle ensued, the room echoing with the sounds of our violent dance. I fought for my life, stumbling backward to narrowly evade the blade that cleaved through the air. Fear and adrenaline fueled my every move. In a final, desperate bid for survival, I managed to break free, escaping the clutches of the woman who had been my everything. I fled into the stormy night, rain-soaked and breathless, haunted by the realization that my life had been a charade. As thunder roared above, I cast a last glance over my shoulder. Through the rain-drenched window, I saw Emily standing in the doorway, a haunting silhouette against the dim light. The woman I loved was now a specter of espionage, her secrets etching scars on my soul. The storm swallowed me whole as I vanished into the darkness, leaving behind a shattered life and a woman with blood on her hands, a double agent who had lost more than just her cover. My life changed in the subtle hush of secrets, a clandestine revelation that unfurled like a delicate but deadly flower. It began innocently enough with a misplaced phone call. As I reached for my phone on the kitchen counter, I noticed an unfamiliar text on my wife Amelia's screen. It was a string of coded messages that sent shivers down my spine. Curiosity gripped me, pulling me into a world I never fathomed. I delved into her phone, tracing a labyrinth of encrypted conversations and covert rendezvous. The evidence mounted, forming an intricate web of deceit that encased my reality in a suffocating cocoon. Amelia, the love of my life, was a spy. Fighting a rising tide of disbelief, I observed her with new eyes. Her daily routines took on a sinister hue, her smiles now veiled in a shadowy ambiguity. I couldn't shake the feeling that every whispered conversation and furtive glance concealed a secret world, a world where I was an unwitting spectator. One evening, unable to bear the weight of uncertainty, I confronted her. The air crackled with tension as I laid the evidence before her. She met my gaze, her eyes betraying a mosaic of emotions, regret, sorrow, and a resignation that cut through the veneer of normalcy. There was no denial, only a solemn acknowledgement of the life she led in the shadows. As the truth spilled forth, a sense of vulnerability engulfed me. Amelia spoke of a duty that transcended our shared existence, a duty that demanded sacrifice and secrecy. Her words, though faced with an underlying love, cast a chilling pall over the life we had built together. In the following days, a quiet understanding settled between us. We navigated the treacherous terrain of a marriage punctuated by covert missions and unspoken dangers. The line between love and espionage blurred, and I found myself ensnared in a delicate dance. I was treading carefully to avoid the landmines of her hidden life. Yet, even in the darkest corners of secrecy, there lingered a strange intimacy. We shared stolen moments amidst the chaos, moments that bridged the gap between the ordinary and the extraordinary. In those stolen glances and whispered confessions, I discovered a resilience in our love that defied the odds. The revelation changed everything, yet nothing at all. We moved forward, navigating the delicate balance between a love tested by espionage and the haunting uncertainty of what lay beyond the next mission. In the labyrinth of shadows, we clung to the fragile threads of our shared history, hoping that love could withstand the clandestine world that had become an indelible part of our story. The first time I saw her, it was as if the world around me faded into the background, leaving only her mesmerizing presence. Her name was Elena, an enigmatic beauty with piercing blue eyes that seemed to hold secrets deeper than the ocean. I was captivated from the moment our eyes met across the crowded room. We started spending time together, and with each passing day I fell deeper into the labyrinth of her charm. Our connection grew stronger, and I found myself head over heels in love with this mysterious woman who had walked into my life like a ghostly enchantress. Yet, a chilling undercurrent began to weave through our romance. There were moments when I caught her staring into the distance, lost in thoughts she refused to share. She spoke in riddles, leaving breadcrumbs of information that led to dead ends. The unease in my gut grew, but love blinded me to the shadows lurking behind her beguiling facade. One evening, as the moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow upon the world, I stumbled upon a revelation that shattered the illusion of our fairy tale romance. A folder hidden deep within the recesses of her apartment unveiled a truth darker than any nightmare. Elena was a spy, entangled in a web of deception that reached far beyond the borders of our quaint existence. My heart raced as I grappled with the truth. Betrayal and fear clawed at my soul, threatening to consume the love that had blossomed so effortlessly. The woman I thought I knew was a master of disguise, weaving a tapestry of lies around the fragile threads of our relationship. Confronting her was a dance on the edge of a precipice, but as the words spilled from my trembling lips, a storm of conflicting emotions raged in her eyes. The revelation, instead of tearing us apart, became the crucible that forged an unbreakable bond. She confessed the harrowing world she inhabited, the dangers that lurked in the shadows, and the sacrifices she made to protect a truth bigger than us. Love, however, proved to be the antidote to the poison of secrecy. Together, we faced the storm, navigating the treacherous waters of espionage and deception. The world conspired against us, throwing challenges that tested the limits of our resolve. Yet, through the chaos, our love emerged unscathed, a beacon of light that shattered the darkness. In the end, against all odds, we carved our own happily ever after. The scars of the past faded into the background as we embraced the warmth of a future built on trust and resilience. Our love story, born from the shadows of deception, became a testament to the power of love to conquer even the most terrifying adversaries. And so, hand in hand, we stepped into the dawn of a new beginning, where love had conquered the fear that once threatened to tear us apart. The spy and the lover, entwined in a tale that defied the conventions of reality, etching our story into the annals of the extraordinary.